Hello guys, it is me, professional Isaro production impersonator. And for today I found a very silly weird mod. It's some kind of alternate history where Russia for some reason invades its best friend Ukraine. Yeah, that sounds outlandish, I know, because as we all know in the real world, everybody is friends with everybody and they all search for the One Piece for a happy ever after. But I figured I will give this mod a chance. It might be fun to speculate such a scenario. This scenario starts in 2014 and I am warning all my Romanian brothers to prepare for the big it, because look who is ruling Romania. Yep, it is this bold fucker. Unfortunately, Romania does not have a focus tree yet. I have been told that all the countries will get a focus tree someday, and I will absolutely make sure that the promise is respected. I am looking at you, Enrico. You better watch out. So there's only 4 countries that actually have focus trees, and those are Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Lithuania. I played Lithuania a while ago, and now I am back for Ukraine. So let's start. I really love the fact that they kept the technology pretty much the same as in the vanilla game. I really hate when mods start adding a lot of confusing shit. So this is a very big plus for me. But of course, because the mod is set in the modern day, we have a shitload of equipment that we need to keep track. So I'm just gonna put 2 factories on each of those for now. We got some new shit up here, like the economy tab. We have 0.24% inflation rate, which we can decrease by pressing this button once we have the political power. We have our country GDP, which I really like seeing this, but the numbers are a bit wrong, because Ukraine actually started to dip heavily in GDP by 2012, so by this point they should have around 140 billion or something like that. And we have negative 4% stability. It's gonna be rough. As for our focus tree, is a very small one for now and it's basically almost over. We got 3 available focuses and this one just ends our game, so I think something will happen here. This is a real shame. I really wanted to do this focus. Raising taxes like I have no care in the world. But anyway, let's start and see what happens. We got our first event, protests in Kiev. Why might that be? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We have a lot of national spirit. There is a couple that I'm not even gonna try reading. We have the Maiden Anarchy, which is about that time Ukrainians almost burned the entire country down. We have the demographic crisis. Well, you tell me about that. The language issue, the state of the nation, and the leasing Sevastopol. All in all, some horrendous debuffs. And after the battle for Kiev, we are victorious. After weeks of pain, destruction, and over 100 dead comrades, members of the Rada voted this guy out of power and caused this guy to flee the country. This may be a great day for Ukraine and her newborn democracy, but let us never forget those who lost their lives for us to get here. And we get the revolution of dignity, folks. Nice. And now we get this little tiny tree, so let's consolidate the new government. We're finally getting our stability back. Thanks God. Only 10 days, damn. Oh no, the Russians are attacking us. How could this happen? Nobody saw that coming. Oh, and all the divisions that I had parked on Crimea are teleported to Kiev. Nice. Oh, that's because Crimea it's its own thing now. So there is no way I can help. Interesting. And I can actually play as Crimea, but they don't have a focus tree, so there is no point. And Crimea just fell immediately. But hey, at least our inflation is going down. What happens if I press this button? Oh, I think this is negative inflation, so it's deflation. Okay, I don't understand how that works. Alright, so now we have to make a choice. The first one is gonna give us a very liberal government, the mid one is historical, so I think because this mod is already silly enough portraying this conflict between those 2 best friends, we're gonna go with give the nationalist key minister positions, which I believe it's the fascist path. Now let's block the North Crimea channel. Oh damn, half my country is a demilitarized zone. Oh. Yeah, this focus fixes it, so let's take it next. I am just being assaulted by events, you can pause and read them all if you want. But shit is going down in Ukraine, I can say that much. Oh god damn it. We failed the problem in the east and now we are at war with some guys. And we just got to focus the war in Donbass. So, we are fighting Novorussia and Odessa. And we can change to either of them, but we are not gonna do that. Which one is the strongest? We don't know anything about any of them, so I am just gonna assume that Odessa is the weakest one, so I'm gonna send a fewer troops there. And let's try to get a hold of this problem, shall we? And we finally got our big focus tree. We are not able to do much here, only this little tree. So let's try to aid the refugees first. Oh my god, I am left with only 10 factories. This is not good. I'm gonna try to close the pockets really fast. Oh my fucking god, those guys have a lot of divisions. And I was right, Odessa was the weakest of them. But my troops were all the way up on the Belarusian border, so it's gonna take a while until they get there. Those guys have a lot of units. Oh, we got an event. I think this is for getting the fascists in the army. But it's gonna give me some troops, so I'm gonna take it. Don't judge me, please. Please. Oh, it's only 4 divisions. This might not have been worth it that much. Okay, I'm just gonna set my general to push into Odessa, because they don't have that many troops. And I'm gonna focus on this front. I managed to capture their capital, so that's good. Almost. Okay, I'm managing to close some pockets. Some pockets, not so much, but we are getting there. My divisions are shit, man. They can't push anything. Okay, I almost encircled all of the Odessan army in the port of Odessa. I don't know if I should just kill them or just rush for the victory points, but I choose to kill them. I'm not even getting that much army experience either, so it's probably not worth it. Okay, it's looking alright. And Odessa just capitulated, that's perfect. Now I have a lot of free troops, and I'm gonna close this northern pocket first. There we go, the northern pocket is almost closed. The east is not looking very great. A bunch of my divisions got encircled while I was not looking at them, but it is fine. This front is so fucking huge, it's a little bit annoying to micro. And a lot of Russian troops arrived here, so it's very difficult to push. I finally managed to do something on this front. It took me embarrassingly long to see those decisions to use offensives like in the Spanish Civil War, because I was playing the game like this and I couldn't see them on the map. Well, it seems like I wasn't fast enough in conquering those guys, and I got an event to meet in Minsk with the Russians, and I had 2 options. Either I go and I white peace, or I don't go and Russia might declare war on me, so I choose the latter. I am currently going down the President of Maidan path, which seems to be more EU inclined. I don't really know what will happen next, but I think we will see. Once again, Greece manages to fuck up, even though they are not on the map. Alright, I did a couple focuses, but now I am looking to do this one, a meeting in Chisinau. I don't know what this does, but I hope it gives me Transnistria or something like that. So now I got to deal with those guys. I need to slowly chip away at their influence in Ukraine, and then I have to arrest them. And I get this debuff reduced, the oligarchs, which currently give me 27% consumer goods, which is horrendous. So let's try to nationalize the oil first. And he's bang. Oh, so the meeting was to prepare for the invasion of Transnistria. Okay, now we're at war with them. Nice. Let's get social welfare reforms in the meantime. And let's capitulate Transnistria real quick, because the Moldavians kind of suck, as always. We were supposed to split it, but I actually have the peace conference mode on, so I'm just gonna take everything. Fuck you, Moldova. You are not getting anything. Oh, never mind, I cannot keep it. It's one of those mods, okay. Okay, and funny enough, I can either puppet it or give it to Moldova. I guess I'll have a Transnistrian puppet. Oh my fucking god, this guy looks so fucking badass. Those glasses are the source of the swag. Our inflation started to grow a little and I wanted to downgrade it a bit, but if I hover over this tooltip, it says that for maximum bonuses, inflation should be kept between 1 and 7.5%, so I'm just gonna let it rise a little bit. A little inflation never hurt anybody, am I right, boys? Well, except Hungary in the 1920s, and Turkey right now. I got stuck in my political tree. I cannot do this focus before doing this focus right here, and I cannot do Western emergency investments until I change my economy from oligarchy to Western economy. And I cannot do this manually, so it has to be some event or focus, which I don't know how. So I will go to the army tree, and actually this focus gives me a lot of bonuses that I should have had taken a while ago. 20% factory output. God damn it. Oh, Hearts of Iron 4 just got released in 2016. Oh yeah, and this marks the day where virginity rates among male adults started to grow. Belarus just got into a civil war. Disclaimer, we are rooting for the white Belarus. And by the way, I had the possibility to ban the gays, but I could not do such a thing because my boyfriend is gay and he's gonna be mad at me because of that. So I left it how it was before. And also banning it would have given me some debuffs. So it's better how it is now. After dealing with the oligarchs, I got access to this decision that will finally change our economy from oligarchy to Western economy, giving us some nice bonuses, so let's do it. So after this 90 days focus is completed, we will be able to finally complete our tree here that gives us some very powerful bonuses to GDP growth, it seems. A lot of factories, some oil, and some bonuses. Oh no, the Rona is here. Just about right, it's 2020. I wonder how this fictional mod will deal with this problem that in the real world everybody knows that we dealt with extremely quick and we cooperated globally. And because of the swift action, the casualties were minimal. So I wonder how this will turn out. Joe Biden. It is currently mid-2021. We don't have much time more to prepare. I'm getting out a lot of troops. I don't know what they do, and I can't be bothered to edit those templates because I don't know how they work, so I'm just building what the game gives me. I am missing some stuff, but I am gonna get them really soon. I am wrapping up the last focuses for my army, and I think I'm gonna be prepared for the Russians, if they come. Also, the fucking inflation is through the roof. I've been downgrading it every time I get a chance, but it's just going up and up. I guess that's COVID for you. Oh yeah, and very big news, the good Belarus won the civil war, so I don't think we're gonna have to deal with the Belarusian front. I've looked at their focus tree and it's not really complete, but this part here, it's really interesting. You can revive the Soviet Union with Belarus, and you just get cores on all of it. This is pretty cool. Oh fuck, I totally forgot about Crimea. I have to put some troops here also. And I probably should get some troops garrisoning my coastline because I have a lot of ports here. Well. Somebody is coming a little bit early. It's only mid-2021. What are you doing, Putin? I do not know if I am ready yet. I have 163 divisions. And the Russians have around 300. It's not very good. Oh, and there is also Novorussia, which also has around 40, so I am outnumbered heavily. Oh shit, there they come. We enacted martial law, of course. This fucker goes live on TV. We get some events, more events. And we are now at war, boys. Let's try not to die. They're already attacking me and actually pushing me some places. That's worrying. Oh, what the fuck happened here? They pushed my defenses so easily here. What the fuck? Okay. I'm panicking. I will have to get those troops out, create a new army, and try not to fucking die so easily. Okay, this is actually not so bad. I'm trying to look for places where I can pull some encirclements, but it's pretty hard because I don't know this map, and the tiles are not very easy to see. It seems like I can push pretty easily, but they also can push very easy. So this is an attacker's war. They stop pushing in the south because they have no supply, which is good. I'm gonna try to encircle those divisions up here. Okay, that's not gonna work. And they just started attacking. Fucking hell. Okay, all of my units are getting encircled. This is really bad. Jesus, man, I don't know what I can do here. Don't have enough divisions. And the Russians are just pushing like madmen. Yeah, the south looks like a lost battle, but they pulled a lot of divisions out of the front line, so maybe I can push myself before I capitulate. Let's see, there are a couple green bubbles. That's not bad. Not gonna lie, guys, I don't think we got this in the bag. Well, you know what? If I capitulate Novorussia, I will count this as a win. Oh, what the actual fuck? I'm not allowed to attack into proper Russia. Why? Okay, so I cannot push anywhere outside of Novorussia and my own territory. Okay, well, that makes sense because this should be a defensive war, I guess. Well, the thing is, Novorussia is almost capitulated. So what happens then? Novorussia is almost down. Not like that would change anything. They're at 99%. I need one more tile, I think. Yep, and there we go, boys. I won. It's my victory. I am victorious. Oh, I think all of this got encircled. Don't know if I can save it though. Okay, boys, so it's not entirely hopeless. I managed to pull a lot of little encirclements here that kind of helped a bit, but I just don't have enough troops to man the entire front. That's the problem. The Russians almost got 250k casualties. They're starting to run out of tanks, so maybe I can do this. What the fuck is this supposed to mean? Novorussia just spawned back. For no apparent reason, I just got an event that said I am victorious in the east. And my units cannot enter this province. Okay, this is fucked up. Oh great, now all my divisions got teleported back to Kiev. Alright boys, so the situation is as following. Novorussia spawned back, and I cannot retake it because I cannot get my units there. I cannot get my units even in the Russian territory, and it looks like the borders of my country are demilitarized zone as well as the Russian zone. So I'm gonna take my army down south to fix this problem. I don't know if this was supposed to happen, but it kind of helps me a bit, so I am not gonna complain and just try to fix this mess. Okay, so I've got to the point that I'm just battle planning. The Russian army is in big shambles. They lost around 200 divisions, I think, with 363k casualties. And there is gonna be even more, trust me. I don't understand why Novorussia spawned back though. The event I got said victory in the east and got me some bonuses for those provinces. So that might actually be a bug. Oh my fucking god. That focus just spawned 100 divisions. That's a bit overkill. Well, they probably are very bad divisions, but still. Oh my god, all those divisions are encircled. I'm sorry Putin, but you wanted this, not me. Oof, that was a lot of divisions. Okay, we took back the north, although we never lost it. I'm just gonna keep getting bonuses for my army, because that's the only thing I really need. I don't understand why my guys are not attacking when I tell them to fucking attack. More encirclements. The Russian army is getting obliterated in every front now. Oh, those encirclements are just juicy. You love to see it. The Russian army is now half the size of my army, and they are approaching 1 million casualties. Beautiful. This has been happening for a couple minutes now. I don't understand why they can't attack, but those divisions are gonna be here forever. And just like that, the war is won, boys. We only got this little province here that I cannot take because this is happening. My troops just don't want to attack. And this little slither here that is part of Crimea. Okay, I thought we would be stuck in a war forever, but apparently we won. And we got back all our territory, including Novorussia. There it is, Ukraine, whole again. Okay, so now we get access to this little tree where we can join the EU and NATO. Yup, this is pretty much it, boys. I finished the little focus tree here and I joined the European Union. We are now an European Union member and we benefit from all those buffs. We made Ukraine a very powerful country today. I think we got more factories than the Russians. Our GDP is 230 billion. We didn't grow very much because of the wars that we fought. But all in all, it was a very fun run. So, if you also want to have the full 21st century European war experience, you can play this mod. It's called Across the Dnieper. You will have the link in the description. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are not yet, join the Discord server, check my Patreon out. I will also want to thank Mr. Flossy very much for being my sole Patreon. I hope he still watches and he didn't just forget to cancel his subscription. And until next time, don't forget guys, I will fucking play Moldova and nobody can stop me. Bye bye.